Welcome to my test kitchen, where we are starting my brand new segment, Pinworthy Pins. We're going to be heading to Pinterest, checking out pins, and we're going to be testing them to see if maybe we should keep them or delete them. And my first pin that I found is all inspired by the upcoming Valentine's Day. It promises to be a manly meal with few ingredients, and that's definitely something I look for when I head to Pinterest. It has to look easy and simple and has to have ingredients that I know of. So the first thing that we're going to get started with is our prosciutto wrapped asparagus, and I know all of those things. Prosciutto is something that you can find in the deli section. I like to call it bacon's brother because it kind of tastes like bacon. So I've got my asparagus, I've trimmed off the ends, I've rinsed it off, and I've got it lined here on my baking sheet, coated in olive oil and a little bit of salt. Then we're going to take the prosciutto that I've already cut in half, and we're going to wrap it up. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and then we're going to bake these up until that prosciutto gets nice and crispy. Then this is our side dish. We're going to be making some maple mustard chicken, which will also go into the oven at the same time, so everything's going to be baking and hopefully getting done at the same time. So I'm going to wrap these up. I don't think you have to wrap them too tightly. Prosciutto is so good. And I'll just leave those 3 extra on there. And I'm going to pop these in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. Hey, buddy. Don't mind my messy oven. That may be a future Pinterest project. So we're going to set this for about 15-20 minutes. We'll set for 15. All right, so it's time to get started on our maple mustard chicken. I've got my chicken tenders all laid out here in my foil-lined 9x13 pan. Her recipe says an 8x8. I thought maybe they'd get a little cramped in there, but we'll see. So I'm trying a 9x13. I added a ½ cup of Dijon mustard and a 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar whisked it all up here, and now it's gonna pour over our chicken tenders as a little bit of a marinade. Then we're gonna bake this up. Her recipe called for like 450 degrees for 40 minutes. I don't really feel comfortable doing that because I don't really want to choke on my dry chicken. So we're gonna try 350 for about 15 to 20, and then we'll test it and see how it looks on the inside. Okay. Time to put it in the oven. We're just gonna slide it right underneath our asparagus, which is looking nice and crispy. Okay, time to get started on dessert. So we're gonna make a strawberry shortcake skewer. All right, it's time for dessert now. While our chicken is cooking, we can whip these together really quickly. You need to start with a can of Grand's biscuits. You're gonna take one and flatten it out. And then she used a round cookie cutter, but I figure since it is Valentine's Day, let's use a heart. And I think I can get about 4 to 5 little heart-shaped biscuit, heart biscuits out of one. So then you're gonna take it and put it on your cookie sheet. Then we're gonna top it with an egg wash. So we've got 1 egg white mixed with 1 tablespoon of water. We're just gonna brush that on there, and then we're gonna top it with a little bit of sugar. Then you're gonna bake these up for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna assemble our skewers with some Cool Whip and some sliced strawberries. All right, so I've already tried to assemble 1 strawberry shortcake skewer. Didn't quite go as well as I had hoped, so let's try it again. Let's start with our biscuit, and maybe we won't layer it so tall next time. So a little Cool Whip, maybe less Cool Whip, I don't know. Okay, let's pick a good strawberry there. Maybe just a little Cool Whip, I don't know. Should we dare go for 1 more strawberry? Okay, maybe the skewer will help. Let's try it. Oh, fizzle. Okay, I think I kind of like that a lot better. Although they do top it with 1 more biscuit, but they don't put any Cool Whip. Maybe it'll be easier if I just skewered it on like that. Okay. Nailed it. No? Okay. Time. And then take these out. Oh, look at the timing. All right, dinner is ready to be served. Now it's all about the presentation. I'm gonna try and make it look as close to her picture as possible. She had a little separated dish here, and she had her chicken and her asparagus. She had a different dessert, but we're improvising. So we're gonna put our prosciutto wrapped asparagus here. Beautiful. And then we're gonna put our mustard maple chicken in here. And this was so simple and barely took any time. We won't take the one that I cut into. It's not as pretty. Okay, and then for our strawberry shortcake skewers, perfect for dinner for two. Then we can garnish it with a strawberry here. Maybe another one over here. And then they said that you could put a little rosemary on your chicken to make it look pretty. Well, I guess that just all stays together like that. All right, time to eat. Okay, time to see now if these are real Pinterest hits or misses. Let's see. That's good. I didn't get to the prosciutto. That's good. Okay. Chicken. I would put this on a plate if we were actually having Valentine's Day dinner. That's good. I like that. Okay. Now this is a little tricky. I'm not really sure how you eat it. Do you eat it like corn on the cob? Maybe just peel it off and eat it? Well, let's see. These are definitely messy. I think I'm just gonna eat it like a biscuit sandwich. Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay. Okay, so overall, I'm gonna have to say that these pins on Pinterest were definitely pin-worthy. The chicken was great, the asparagus was great. The strawberry skewers, I was a little questionable, but they ended up turning out delicious. So this would be great for your Valentine's meal at home this year. Now, do you have a pin that you want me to test out? It could be anything from food to hair and makeup to maybe even a craft. Definitely send it to me at hroberts@wcia.com, and I would love to test it out here in my test kitchen. Until then, see you next time.